May the Lord give you evidence that sounds like a lie. Take somebody, hear me today. Today, the God of the 11th hour is coming into your matter right now. The Lord is showing mercy on anyone with invasive daughter.
Testifying from Port Harcourt. I joined NSPPD 2021, February 2021 to be precise. I was believing God for marital settlement. I wasn't consistent. I was off and on for support to this year, February 2024. The marriage I've been praying for came true. I remember Pastor Jerry would always tell us on the altar of fire, marital settlement, and I would always say amen. Then this year, that marriage planned in less than 2 months came true. This was supposed to be my evidence. This was supposed to be my moment of happiness, my moment of joy, but the enemy struck me with what I do not know. I started feeling pain at the left side of my breast. At the time, it was a very big lump there. I went to the hospital and the doctor told me that they need to remove the lump and they need to run a check. While I was preparing for my wedding, my mind was still in the hospital. And after 1 week, the results came out and the doctor called me and said that the lump they removed from my left breast, that it is cancerous and that it has started spreading, that they need to cut my breast as quick as possible. I told the doctor I have a wedding to plan in less than 2 months. In less than 2 months, I have a wedding to plan. The doctor was like, this is spread, it will spread to the right side if we don't cut it off. I was like, I am talking about my wedding. You are talking about cutting my 2 breasts off. Pastor Jerry, breasts I will use and wear my wedding gown. Hey, they said they need to cut it off. The doctor now said, okay, that let them give me that 2 months of my wedding. That after my wedding, please, that the next day I should just start coming to have my breast cut out. I had my wedding the 13th of April this year. And after the wedding, I remembered the altar of fire. That was just when I remembered the altar of fire. I said, let me go back to that place. I know that miracles happen. That place I know that God showed us mercy without canceling our iniquities. I came back to this altar of fire. I started praying. This is the result that they gave me. That was February when they said it was cancerous. What they called it was invasive daughter carcinoma of the breast. That was what the doctor called it. Then 22nd of May, Pastor Jerry declared breast cancer, everyone having breast cancer, that let them receive their healing.
Women with breast cancer, the Lord is showing you mercy. Any type, any form of breast cancer.
I key into that word of knowledge. I was claiming it. I even had to look at it, but today I had to cancel the results. But the doctor said I have to present this results before going for chemotherapy, radiotherapy, and cutting of breast, that this result should come to him first. He will sign on it and I will go. I now use my hand, I've signed on it that Elroy has seen me. I cancelled this result, trusting God. I told God I am not going to any chemo or radiotherapy, that Elroy has healed me. Pastor Jerry, you kept declaring every time, as human being, I always tell myself, God, please let him just mention this particular case, this particular one. I didn't know there were so many breast cancers in this world. Only on this altar of fire, I found out that breast cancers are many. When I was telling God, please let them mention this particular one, invasive daughter carcinoma. Fast forward on June 26th, that is this last month, Pastor Jerry mentioned, God is showing mercy to anyone having invasive daughter carcinoma.
The Lord is showing mercy on anyone with invasive daughter carcinoma. By the mercies of God, I announce, let it be reversed.
I shouted, I told my husband, God has remembered me. Pastor Jerry just mentioned my case. The next day, being the 27th, I told my husband, I want to go and carry my evidence. Let me just go and check. Let me go and do this. In the hospital there, I entered. The doctor started checking me. They were checking and they kept checking and checking. Pastor Jerry, the doctor said, Madam, what did you say you come to do here? I told him that they said I have breast cancer that is already spreading. Doctor checked it. He said, but we're not seeing anything in your breast. He called another doctor. He said, Doctor, check again. No, check again. Another doctor came.
They checked and checked. They were like, are you sure with this result? I said, this is the result. This is what they say, the interpretation of what they saw in the law. And this is me here. They say it has spread it. The doctor said, madam, we can't find anything in your breast. I shouted, Elroy. They were asking me, what is Elroy? I said, the Lord that sees me. They said, you will not understand because you're not on the altar of fire. The Lord that sees me, he has seen me. He has shown me mercy. Doctor said, I don't know what you're talking about, but what I'm trying to say that there's nothing cancerous here. I was screaming. I was telling everybody in the hospital, Elroy has seen me. Elroy has seen me. Lord, I've come to return all the glory unto God. And to you, Pastor Jerry Eze, may the refinery of oil on your head never run dry, sir. Thank you for all the sacrifices you do for us on this altar of fire. I'm not saying that Lord has shown mercy. We they pray, he they show.